What if the Labour Party is already falling apart and no one in power is willing to admit it? What if the defections you're hearing about are only the beginning? What if everything we thought we knew about British politics is about to change? Are we witnessing a rebellion or a reinvention? Can Keir Starmer survive? Or is this the moment that reshapes the future of the UK? Who stands to gain what happens next? And more importantly, are you ready to see what's really going on behind the headlines? In a political shock that has stunned Westminster, several senior Labour MPs have officially defected to Reform, UK triggering what many now call the most dangerous internal crisis of Keir Starmer's leadership. This report was confirmed by BBC News in their June 2025 coverage. Over recent weeks, murmurs of unrest grew louder among Labour MPs, many frustrated by Starmer's cautious, indecisive leadership and his perceived abandonment of Labour's working-class base. Their disillusionment reached a boiling point and turned into a public mutiny. This sentiment was documented in an article by The Guardian, highlighting the party's growing rebellion. Meanwhile, Reform UK has quietly and steadily positioned itself as a serious alternative under the leadership of Richard Tice and the enduring influence of Nigel Farage. The Financial Times reported that the party's recent momentum is drawing support from both Labour and disaffected Conservative voters, especially in Brexit-aligned areas. Reform UK's platform is bold, unapologetic, and direct, focusing on strict immigration policies, national sovereignty, and economic renewal. Their messaging has begun to resonate in neglected post-industrial communities and towns that once formed Labour's electoral heartland. Inside Parliament, the impact has been immediate. Labour's majority is now under threat, and its legislative agenda has been thrown into uncertainty. Multiple media outlets have tracked the power shift, but Sky News noted a surge in public response as hashtags like Labour collapse and Starmer crisis trended for days on social media platforms. Following the defections, Starmer has responded publicly, but his remarks have done little to calm the storm, appearing visibly rattled and uncertain about how to contain the rebellion within his party. Political commentators across UK outlets now question whether he can survive a leadership challenge or whether the party itself risks fracture beyond repair. And here's something worth knowing: over 95% of viewers who watch this channel are not yet subscribed. But if you value deep political insight, real-time reporting, and truth without spin subscribing to England, Now 7 is completely free and helps us continue bringing this coverage directly to you. Back inside Labour HQ, panic is setting in. Senior aides are scrambling to contain the crisis, while factions within the party debate retaliation versus restraint. Insiders describe the atmosphere as chaotic, with some preparing for further defections and others privately admitting the leadership may not survive the summer. At the same time, Reform UK continues its rise. What was once dismissed as fringe is now being covered daily in mainstream political programs and editorials. They are no longer on the sidelines. They are at the center of Britain's most urgent political conversation. Recent polling referenced by The Times shows Labour's numbers slipping dramatically, while Reform UK's support climbs to unprecedented levels, reflecting a wider breakdown of traditional political loyalties. This isn't just party politics. This is a realignment decades in the making. The foundations of the two-party system are crumbling, and voters are no longer satisfied with centrist caution. They want clarity, vision, and courage. So ask yourself, who's speaking to Britain's forgotten towns? Who's standing for working-class communities left behind? Who's offering bold answers instead of vague slogans? And who's losing control as the public wakes up? This is not just the beginning of another election cycle. This is the start of a generational shift, and you're watching it unfold in real time. Subscribe to England Now 7 to stay informed, because this is bigger than a headline. It's the future of Britain, and it's happening right now.